So good evening, my friends, and welcome to another edition of No Better Time to Sing. I don't know if you can see, but I've got a little table here. You can't see much of it, but I've got some greens on it and some candles and some Tibetan bells or singing bells. Sort of, there's a lot of bells stuff around this holiday, and so I thought we'd have some bells. Welcome. Anybody new tonight? Anybody never been here before? Can you raise your hand? Hi, Kawesh. Not Kaweya, I'm so sorry. Nice to see you. Hi, Marion. Welcome. Anybody else? New? Yeah, okay. And usually what happens is, about 10 more people will roll in, but it's time to start. So let me compose myself for a minute here. Get my music set up. And just say a few words about tonight. So we're entering the season of dark and light, my wonderful time of year for me. I love it. I'm a December baby. I think a lot of you know my birthday's coming up, and I'm going to have a really exceptionally interesting birthday singing event, which I'll talk more about later. My family also celebrated Christmas very exuberantly, and I just have almost nothing but good memories of that holiday in my family's life. So there's that kind of circling around, and then there's, of course, all the commercial hoo-ha associated with all that, which I know you all are finding ways to resist and modify and kind of keep your life sane in the middle of it. And I hope tonight will offer a little bit of that as well. Most of all, though, I think about solstice, and I think about this deepening darkness and the beautiful mystery, the beautiful teaching of how everything has to, at some point, go into slumber, go into rest, whether it's a seed underground, hardening over the winter to bloom again, whether it's a tree just shedding all its leaves and letting go, just completely letting go and just trusting that it'll be all right. And just us, just little children, watching the light get darker and darker, and the wonder of stars, but the nervousness maybe about the dark. There's just so much to it. It's so beautiful. So I really love celebrating that in December. And I'm going to be doing some holiday-ish and solstice-ish songs tonight, even though it's a little early, because when I do my birthday evening, which is right after solstice, I'm not going to have much airplay. I've got so many guest artists that I'm going to be in the background, so I'm going to use some of my favorite stuff tonight. Okay, there you have it. There's my intro. So we're going to start with a song you don't need words for. It's called Circle of Light, in honor of the long tradition of humans gathering around the fire, especially in the winter, to light up the night. So your part is to echo a great many of the lines I sing, like this: in a circle of fire, and then you sing, in a circle of fire. I sing, in a circle of light, in a circle of light. Got that? Let's just do that much. In a circle of fire, in a circle of light. Good. And then I sing alone for a minute. Come together, come to sing, come to this night. And then you sing, come to this night. Now a little bit more of me. Come on, sisters, come on, brothers, climb aboard and hang on tight. We're taking flight, we're taking flight, in a circle of light, in a circle of light. So I make it easy by, going like that. So anytime I do that, just sing the last few words that I sing, and you can't go wrong. And you can never go wrong in this kind of singing, and especially on Zoom, because nobody can hear you. So just knock yourself out and relax. Enjoy. Here we go. From the top. In a circle of fire, in a circle of fire, in a circle of light, in a circle of light. Come together, come to sing, come to this night, to this night. Come on, sisters, come on, brothers, climb aboard and hang on tight. We're taking flight, we're taking flight, in a circle of light, in a circle of light. Really easy. In a circle of light, in a circle of light, in a circle of peace, in a circle of peace. Leave your troubles at the door and be released, be released. I know every heart is hungry. Come on, welcome to the feast of harmonies, harmonies. In a circle of peace, circle of peace. circle of peace, in a circle of peace, in a circle of friends, in a circle of friends. You can lay your burden down and start again, start again. No more whispering in the shadows. Come on, join the angel band. Lend a hand, in a circle of friends, in a circle of friends. In a circle of friends, in a circle of friends, in a circle of song, in a circle of song. Every frog, every sparrow, sing along, sing along. If they told you to be silent, you gotta tell them they were wrong. It'll make you strong in a circle of song. In a circle of song, in a circle of song, in a circle of fire, in a circle of fire. Catch the spark, set you blazing with desire, with desire. Every voice can move a mountain, every breath can be a choir. We'll conspire in a circle of fire, circle of fire. In a circle of fire, circle of fire, in a circle of light, circle of light. Come together, come to sing, come to this night. Let it echo in the valley, let it ring from the mountain height. We're taking flight in a circle of light, yeah. Gonna set things right, gonna set things right. In a circle of light, in a circle of light. We'll sing all night. Here we go. We'll sing all night. In a circle of light. Oh yeah, woohoo! Love that, love that. Oh, I just can't wait for this holiday time to come around because that's when I always sing this song. Thank you. How'd that go? Would that work for you? Yeah. We try to start off with the easy stuff. So, yeah. This is another one of my most favorite songs for this season. It was written by Lisa Hubble, a local Berkeley songwriter. And beautiful, beautiful song. I'm actually doing 2 songs tonight by her, or inspired by her, if not by her. Many of you have heard me sing this before. The chorus just, I think it's in your lyrics. It is, yeah. But if you only want to sing the chorus and just close your eyes and let it just soak into you, feel free. The chorus is so easy. Darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls. You can just relax with this and just let it roll out of you. It's so easy. And there's all these open vowels. Darkness calls, and just open up and just feel that healing sound come through. Do it with me. Darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls, darkness calls. It calls on me to face what I've been hiding. It calls on me to spend some time alone. It calls on me to heed the shadows' lessons. It calls on me to claim them as my own. Darkness calls, darkness calls, It calls on me to still my mind and listen. It calls on me to trust that light will come. Darkness comes. Darkness calls. Darkness calls. Darkness calls. It calls on me to live inside this body. It calls on me to live from breath to breath. It calls on me to welcome in the Spirit. It calls on me to take a leap of faith. Darkness calls. Darkness calls. Darkness calls. Darkness calls. I so want to answer that call. I just love that what this song says. It calls on me to lower my defenses. It calls on me to spend some time alone. Yeah. This is that time when so many animals go and hibernate or kind of just shut down for a while, and we humans are built to do that, but ever since artificial lighting was invented, we've been on a different clock, and our bodies are a little messed with. So let's heed that call when we can to find darkness and really just turn off those lights. I know you will. But for now, we have our little candles. And if you have a candle, why don't you lift it up to the screen so we can share our light for a moment. If you didn't bring one, this one's for you. And I also have some other ones down on my little table. Yeah, just shine our light. Thank you for bringing these lights. And we're going to just take a minute, and you can put your light just down where you can see it in front of you if you like, or wherever you like, but if you want to look at it. And just take a few moments ourselves to just, go and answer that invitation. If you'd like to close your eyes or lower them, soften them, just rest your body. You can lean back in your chair or sofa. Just let everything go for a moment. Darkness calls. Take an easy, deep breath and let it out. Release the day. Release your thoughts. Let your brow unfurrow. Let your eyelids and eyebrows and eye sockets get soft. And your cheeks. Your lips. Your jaw. Just offer some bells. One of my favorite songs from this season is Hark How the Bells, Sweet Silver Bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. So I'm going to offer you some bells to just add to the just kind of relaxation. Let that vibration calm your nervous system a little bit. Just feel whatever magic and mystery comes to you, or doesn't have to. This is another song that I often do at this time of year, and I think a lot of you have heard it. It's one of my favorites. I wrote it many, many years ago when I was working with children, early on when I was working in the public schools in Massachusetts. I know there's at least one person here from Massachusetts tonight. And during that time, there was a unfortunate string of child abductions, and there was a lot of fear in the community. And the teachers or somebody at the school asked me if I'd help the children write songs about their fears, because I was doing a songwriting thing with these young elementary age. And I thought that was kind of a big ask, actually, you know, like, wow, I wasn't sure I knew how to do that. And I thought I'd probably better write a song about my own fears to kind of get in touch with this material. And so I did. And the song is very on my heart. I hope I can say this without choking up too much, but it's really on my heart today because of the terrible killings in Michigan of this young 15-year-old boy who got his hands on a gun and killed 4 young people, or maybe 3 and a teacher, I think. And just there's some language in this song that really speaks to that. So I lift up this song for all of us, and the darkness in our lives and the fear in our lives and the magic of hope. And not hope, that's not what I want to say. The magic of reaching out for something you can count on, something that feels sure in a very uncertain world. And that's what this song kind of lifts up. Starlight, Star Bright. The chorus you will join me on. When I get to it, I'll just do it twice. This world is such a big place, and I'm so very small, as I lie in bed with the lights all out, my parents' voices down the hall, and my lamp looks like a monster's head, and there's something creeping toward my bed. I pull the covers over my head, and I say my magic charm. I say, starlight, star bright, don't let the darkness eat up the light. Don't let me lie awake all night till the morning comes. Starlight, starshine, tell me everything's just fine. The world is turning right on time. Morning always comes. I'd love to have you sing that with me, and I think you got the words. I gotta just change one quick thing in my technology. Give me a second. Having a little funny thing with my sound. Pardon me for just a second, then we will come right. Here we go. Sorry about that. Here we go. Starlight, star bright, don't let the darkness eat up the light. Don't let me lie awake all night till the morning comes. Starlight, starshine, tell me everything's just fine. The world is turning right on time. Morning always comes. This world can be a sad place. This world can make me cry. There's days I can't please anyone. It doesn't matter how I try. My best friend doesn't want to play. My parents act like I'm in the way. I crawl into bed at the end of the day, and I say my magic charm. I say, starlight, star bright, don't let the darkness me lie awake all night till the morning comes. Starlight, starshine, tell me everything's just fine. World is turning right on time. Morning always comes. Now this world, it ain't no picnic, it ain't no cherry pie. The little ones get messed with and the big ones just get by. Now there's some who grow up fast and hard and they shoot their shadows down. And there's some just seem to crumble, turn their heads and pretend there's no shadows around. Well, this world is still a big place, though the years have made me tall, and the darkness still gets hold of me, casting shadows on my wall. The monsters loom before my eyes. If I look too long, I get paralyzed. I gotta trim them down to size. So I still say my magic charm. I say, starlight, star bright, don't let the darkness eat up the light. Don't let me lie awake all night till the morning comes. Starlight, starshine, tell me everything's just fine. The world is turning right on time. Morning always, starlight up above, take care of everything I love and tell me that I'm big enough to face whatever comes. Starlight, starshine, tell me everything's just fine. The world is turning right on time. And morning always comes. I say morning, it always comes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Starlight up above. Take care of everything I love. This planet, these children, everything we love. Yeah, thank you. Okay, got a poem, beautiful poem from my favorite book, Poetry of Presence. I highly recommend it. An anthology of mindfulness poems. And it really introduces my second theme of the night in a way, which is simplicity, and how much we need to keep it simple as life gets more and more complex, and especially in this season where everything really heats up. So, instructions by Sherry Hostetler. Give up the world. Give up self. Finally, give up God. Find God in rhododendrons and rocks, passers-by, your cat. Pair your beliefs, your absolutes. Make it simple. Make it clean. No carry-on luggage allowed. Examine all you have with a loving and critical eye. Then throw away some more. Repeat. Repeat. Keep this and only this, what your heart beats loudly for, what feels heavy and full in your gut. There will only be one or two things you will keep, and they will fit lightly into your pocket. Mommy, I made you a rainbow. Daddy, I carved you a boat. Sister and brother, these handkerchiefs are parachutes that float. Grandma, I wrote you a poem. Grandpa, I cut out this star. I wanted to give you my very best, gifts from my very own heart. 'Cause it's holidays, holy days, candles burning bright. Holidays, holy days, love will bring us light. In the heart of a winter night. This is in your lyrics, and if you got on late, if you go into the chat, there's a link to the lyrics, and even if you have them, I updated them last minute. There's some new songs, so you might want to open them up. Sing that with me, holidays. 'Cause it's holidays, holy days, candles burning bright. Holidays, holy days, love will bring us light. In the heart of a winter's night. Now I don't have much money to buy a gift, and the stores are full of crowds. When I go inside, I get so excited. I want it all right now. But when I'm safe back home again, my heart don't beat so fast. I'm glad to be able to sit at this table, make you a gift that will last. Sing it. On these holidays, holy days, candles burning bright. Holidays, holy days, love will bring us light. In the heart of a winter's night. Now, Mommy, your face is my rainbow. Daddy, your arms are my boat. Sister and brother, we love one another, even when we don't. And I'm grateful to have a warm home. Glad I'm not alone. Thankful for enough to eat, and glad that I was born. And since love is all that matters, I'm as rich as I can be. Lots to share, I got lots to spare for the whole world family. On these holidays, holy days, candles burning bright. Holidays, holy days, love will bring us light. In the heart of a winter's night, love will bring us light. In the heart of a winter's night. Thank you. Thank you. One year when my son was about 5 or 6 or 7, we made a family decision, which he gracefully went along with, to try buy nothing for a year and to make all our gifts. And it was a wonderful idea, and I highly recommend it, but I will say it was more damn work. It was just exhausting. So be prepared. Keep it simple, is what I have to say to you. Keep it simple. Um, I had a wonderful opportunity, and I want to say I notice I'm doing 2 children's songs, and I'm going to be doing a little bit more about children, and I think that's no accident. Partly, I think my birthday just brings up a lot of childlike energy in me and childlike enthusiasm. And then this holiday in my family, as I said, was very alive and very magical and happy. And I think for hopefully a lot of children, this is a wonderful time of year, whether it's lighting Hanukkah candles or staying up late into the dark solstice night or whatever other holidays are happening. But it's a very child time in my books, so that's kind of where I'm going with this. But I want to tell you, I had the opportunity this week to go for a walk in Tilden Park, which is a beautiful, beautiful park in Berkeley, with my dear friend Joanna Macy, who is 92 years old. And she doesn't get out, she doesn't drive anymore, I think. So we had made a date to take her to the woods, because she's, as you know, a very earth-centered person, and she needs the trees. We all need the trees. But she was extremely happy the day I picked her up, because she had just sent to the publisher her last book, her final book. And she was ecstatic about it. And for about a half an hour, all I heard from her was joy, gratitude, bliss, and very, I don't want to say this in any demeaning way at all, but very childlike. I don't know when I've heard an adult be so in their emotional reality and letting all that joy flow through them. It was so uplifting. I just felt incredibly uplifted by it. So we had a wonderful walk. She keeps up a good pace. But it made me think of this poem by Mary Oliver about wonder and loving the world. And it's called My Work is Loving the World. My work is loving the world. Here the sunflowers, there the hummingbird, equal seekers of sweetness. Here the quickening yeast, there the blue plums. Here the clam, deep in the speckled sand. Are my boots old? Is my coat torn? Am I no longer young and still not half perfect? Let me keep my mind on what matters, which is my work, which is mostly standing still and learning to be astonished. The phoebe, the delphinium, the sheep in the pasture, and the pasture which is mostly rejoicing since all the ingredients are here, which is gratitude, to be given a mind and heart and these body clothes, a mouth with which to give shouts of joy to the moth and the wren, to the sleepy dug-up clam, telling them all over and over how it is that we live forever. My work is loving the world. So after being with Joanna and having my eyes and heart awakened, this song came back to me. I wrote it quite a while ago. Let's sing it together. I want to see with a child's eyes. It goes like this. I'll teach it to you. I want to see with a child's eyes. I want to love with a child's heart. I want to live with a child's hope all of my life. Just try that much with me. It's pretty repetitive. You can do it. I want to see with a child's eyes. I want to love with a child's heart. I want to live with a child's hope all of my life. Next verse, just the same. I want to know what the child knows. I want to go where the child goes. I want to trust where my heart flows all of my life. New love, let me know, let me trust, let me flow with the child in me. And that is kind of a lot to remember. So I'm going to tell you what Melanie DeMore always told us when we sang with her. She said, just read my lips and sing 1 millisecond after me. So just, and you will, and you've got the words in front of you, so it's just the melody. So just, you'll do it, you'll see, it's gonna be just fine. We're gonna do the whole thing again. I wanna see with the child's eyes, I wanna love with the child's heart, I wanna live with the child's hope all of my life. I wanna know what the child knows, I do. I wanna go where the child goes. I wanna trust where my heart flows all of my life. Wisdom falls like a leaf from the tree. Wisdom calls from the child inside of me. So let me see, let me hope, let me love, let me know, let me trust, let me flow with the child in me. Let me see, let me hope, let me love, let me know, let me trust, let me flow with the child in me. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Well, let's sing that old Shaker song that really wrote the book on simplicity, I think. I know you all probably know it. 'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free. I may have given you the words. I think I did. Yeah. Okay. And let's just take a minute right now, because we kind of got a lot of energy going there, and just take a breath. Think about, for a minute, before we sing, just think of one simple thing that you love, that brings you joy, that's really simple. I know, I'll tell you one thing for me. We have a butterfly, one monarch butterfly that visits our yard every day. We planted a milkweed and it's gone crazy. And this butterfly likes it. And she gives us so much joy. Just, we never know when she's going to come. It's like a visitation. And then, lo and behold, there were 10 monarch caterpillars on our milkweed. I am so excited. And then she died. It was just like Charlotte's Web. She made these babies and then she died. And my David and I were both really kind of heart-stricken. We both stroked her and talked to her and thanked her. And so anyway, that's my simple thing. So take a minute and think about your simple thing that you love. Just appreciate it. Give thanks. Give thanks for the simple things. Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, it will be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, will not be ashamed to turn, will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. 'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, it will be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend be our delight, till by turning, turning we'll come round right. To turn, turn will be our delight, till by turning, turning we come round right. Oh, let's just rest in that for a minute. Oh. To me, it is a bit of a heartbreaking tragedy that the sales job that capitalism has done has been awfully successful, and that the valley of love and delight gets confused with the palace of pleasures that the Buddha grew up in, or the Cayman Islands, getaway, and the 7 yachts, and the search, that terrible, wrenching search for peace and happiness. Oh, and those Shakers had it right, didn't they? And so do we, and so do we, so do we. Well, I now have to ruin the mood entirely by singing something very silly. Because years ago, when I lived in Cambridge, one of our hippie friends, we were all radical hippie, feminist, LGBTQ, nameless everything. We were just everything. It was great. Those were the days. Anyway, Bob had a little girl, and one Christmas, I think it was, he wrote this little parody, which I think is very telling and very true. 'Tis the gift to be simple, but it don't cost enough, so you buy the complex, crappy plastic stuff. And when the toy is broken and it's in the garbage bin, you play with the box and the paper it came in. Isn't that true? You'll get these kids these fancy things, and they'll kind of like ooh and ah for a minute, and then they'll be off on some simple little thing, I probably, I'm a doula. I think a lot of you know that I'm a doula, and I have a wonderful relationship with 2 young single moms and their babies. And one of them, Anastasia, is now about 1.5 years, and she and her mom and I went to the zoo a month or 2 ago. There's a lot to see at the zoo, a lot of interesting stuff. So I'm like, Anastasia, look at the monkeys, look at the giraffe, and she'll look, and then she'll go right back to looking at the leaf on the ground that she found, right? And that's what I want to see with a child's eyes. I just ended up following her around because whatever she was doing was so interesting and had nothing to do with the animals. So there you go. Anyway, really fun. So speaking of parodies, I got a cool one here. I wanted to do something with a holiday tune that was secular, or at least non-denominational. And this one definitely fits the bill. The tune is a secular holiday carol, Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly. Great tune. Probably a lot of you know it. And I got this song originally out of a songbook put on by the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom. And it's called Xmas, not Xmas, but Xmas Songbook. And it's full of holiday parodies about labor, workers' rights, peace, anti-nuke, great stuff. So this one was a labor one, and it made me think of our favorite union-busting corporation. So I wrote some extra verses to it, and I think you'll have fun singing it with me. Deck the halls with sweatshop labor. Got it? This is in the new song sheet, in the chat. Okay, everybody got it? Here we go. Deck the halls with sweatshop labor, fa la 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 la. Amazon's the rich enslaver, fa la 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 la. Workers there don't share the profits, fa la 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 la. The power to change is in your pockets, fa la 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 la. I have to catch my breath. Here we go. Union busting is their hobby. Jesus. La 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 la. All right. And you know, I hope you've heard the expression buy black. Look for black-owned businesses online and in your neighborhood or in your city, and see what you can do to do that. And also, I found a neat website from the Feminist Majority has some gift items. They've got little finger puppets of Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman, and a lot of feminists. All of the African American ones are sold out. I was very frustrated. But they still got, you know, I don't know, Elizabeth Cady Stanton or something. And so stuff like that. So poke around, you know, and see what organizations you want to support that have a little bit of merch, as they say. And do your shopping there. Okay, let's see. Let's do something. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's do something really really peaceful. This is the other Lisa Hubble inspired song, the woman who wrote Darkness Calls. And this funny story about this, this song came to my head, or a song came to my head that started out, peace in my heart, peace in my hands, right? And I thought, wow, that's familiar. Did somebody write that, or did I just make that up? And I wrote something to that tune, and I looked through all my lyrics of other songwriters. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I thought, I guess I just wrote it. I guess it's mine. So then I sang it on this many times on this program. And one time Lisa was there and she chatted me and said, that's my song. No hard feelings. We're still friends. And I changed it. It's my song, but it was totally inspired by her. So here's how it goes. I think this is in your lyrics. Sorry, a little out of tune here. It goes like this. Peace in my heart, peace in my hands, peace in my words, peace in my land. That's all. Let's do it. Peace in my heart, peace in my hands, peace in my words, peace in my land. Feel free to use your hands. Some people like to be expressive on this song. Truth. Truth in my heart, truth in my hands, truth in my words, truth in my land. Love, love in my heart, love in my hands, love in my words, love in my land. This is a prayer. And if any of you have another word that you would wish to have in your heart and hands, in your words and in your land, you can pop it in the chat. This is the one time you can use the chat. And, you know, I want to say while you're doing that, I was thinking about peace. And, you know, Jesus, who was born on Christmas Day, as we know, and this is my tradition, so I can speak from it, was called the Prince of Peace. And there's some beautiful language in the New Testament about about Jesus bringing peace to the land. And you know, the Jews were living under occupation at the time from the Roman Empire, and in fact, just to digress for a quick moment, the Hanukkah story, which I don't know very well, but it is a story of the 8 lights, the lights that burn in the temple long after the oil ran out. But it was born out of a rebellion, a people's uprising against oppressive occupiers. So Hanukkah and Christmas both have in them this theme of an occupied people longing for peace. And it's again another heartbreaking, tragic truth that the person who came into this world and was called the Prince of Peace and taught peace in his short ministry, only 3 years of ministry before he was murdered by the authorities, turned into a violent empire that did all kinds of wars and inquisitions and just on and on. So that put to rest for the moment. Let us be princes and princesses, queens and kings, and brothers and sisters of peace. So what would you like to sing? Let me open my chat. I hope I won't get lost in it. Joy. Joy in my heart, joy in my hands, joy in my words, joy in my land, health in my heart, health in my hands, health in my words, health in my land, hope in my heart, hope in my hands, hope in my words, hope in my land, justice, justice in my heart, justice in my hands, justice in my words, justice in my land, kindness, kindness in my heart, kindness in my hands, kindness in my words, kindness in my land. It's a little poignant, isn't it, to realize how much our land needs kindness right now, how much it needs health with this new corona variant popping up, and then, forgiveness, justice. These are good prayers. These are good. Let's send them out with full voices, full hearts. Peace, peace in my heart, peace in my hands, peace in my words, peace in my land, our peace in our hearts, peace in our hands, peace in our world, peace in our land. So nice. Loved watching your hands moving. So nice. Well, another little theme for me tonight is a family, because holidays, Thanksgiving, we weathered Thanksgiving. Hope you all survived and hopefully thrived. Now we've got more of these gather around the table kind of holidays coming up. And if you have family and you're going to gather with them, then it's probably fair to say it's a mixed experience. There's wonderful things in it, and there's usually some challenges. We all know that. So I thought I'd do a couple of songs and poems honoring all of that. This is one, it's not for this holiday, it's for Easter, but I just love this poem. And I found it on the poetry wall I've talked about in Berkeley, up in the hills near my friend Edie's house. There's this wooden wall along one of those hidden staircases they have in Berkeley, and it's called the poetry wall, and people just stick poetry up there. Some of it is their own, some of it is ones they love. This is one that somebody loved by Tammy Melody Gomez, and it's called Easter Sunday Poem. According to my plan, I did indeed bike to Mama's home on Easter Sunday, yesterday. We chatted from a distance, she at her front door, me on St. Augustine lawn. Our Easter Sunday family gathering in the year of COVID, without a table or a meal. From my day pack, I brought out an empty shell with cut paper filling, a hand-painted cascaron, confetti egg, and gently placed it, one lone one, on her porch, and stepped away, saying to myself, I won't mind if you leave it there, or maybe just smash it with your shoe. Our hearts have been broken before, when prison, money, or unsettled rifts have kept us from our holiday home. Today, by phone, Mama tells me that she forgot about it overnight, but now the one lone cascaron is inside her house. She's cute, Mama said. It's a she to me. A little bit of family healing there. And now, this is the grand oeuvre of this is the highlight of the evening, because it's the hardest doggone song I have ever tried to sing with you all. But I can't not do it, because it is the perfect song for families and holidays. It's called The Christians and the Pagans by Dar Williams. This woman she's quite a songwriter, but I'll tell you, she likes to pack the words in. This song has so many words that go by so fast. And I'm just learning it. So I'm just, fair warning, I'm going to blow it. I'm going to have to stop and regroup, and you're going to just love it anyway. You're going to love this song. I gave it to you just in case you want to sing it. It's hell on wheels, honestly. I mean, don't tire yourself out trying to sing this song. But if you want to give it a go, it's totally up to you. Okay, I have to organize. I've got it spread out over 3 song sheets because it's so long and wordy. Dar Williams, look her up. She's got some very interesting stuff. Okay. Take a minute to get organized here. Okay. This is very tricky, but I think I got it. Why don't you just print them out and put them on a music stand, you might be asking me? Because then I'm not looking quite at you when I'm singing. I'm looking off at the music stand. I don't like that. Okay, here we go. Betsy's test. Amber called her uncle, said, we're up here for the holiday. Jane and I were having Solstice, now we need a place to stay. And her Christ-loving uncle watched his wife hang Mary on the tree. He watched his son hang candy canes, all made with red dye number 3. He told his niece, it's Christmas Eve, I know our life is not your style. She said, Christmas is like solstice, and we miss you, and it's been a while. So the Christians and the pagans sat together at the table, finding faith and common ground, the best that they were able. And just before the meals were served, hands were held and prayers were said, sending hope for peace on earth to all their gods and goddesses. Tree plugged in, the meal had gone without a hitch, till Timmy turned to Amber and said, is it true that you're a witch? His mom jumped up and said, the pies are burning, and she hit the kitchen. And it was Jane who spoke and said, it's true your cousin's not a Christian. But we love trees, we love the snow, the friends we have, the worlds we share. And you find magic from your God, and we find magic everywhere. So the Christians and the pagans sat together at the table, finding faith and common ground, the best that they were able. And where does magic come from? I think magic's in the learning. For now, when Christians sit with pagans, only pumpkin pies are burning. Quick lyric shift. Then when Amber tried to do the dishes, and like her father, he thought about his brother, how they hadn't spoken for a year. He thought he'd call him up and say, it's Christmas and your daughter's here. He thought of fathers, sons, and brothers, saw his own son tug his sleeve, saying, can I be a pagan? Dad says, we'll discuss it when they leave. So the Christians and the pagans sat together at the table, finding faith and common ground, the best that they were able, lighting trees in darkness, learning new ways from the old, and making sense of history and drawing warmth out of the cold. Whew. Yeah. The Christians and the Pagans. Isn't that an awesome song? And so timely, because beyond all the possible religious differences now, vaccinated are sitting down with the unvaccinated. Trump supporters are sitting down with progressives. If we can, we do our best. And there's a million things online about how to talk to your relatives at the holidays. So look that up if you need it. But thank you for singing that. Did any of you sing that with me? Raise your hand if you did. Oh, congratulations. Gold star. Wow. Oh. Well, I have another song that is for a different part of the season. December 1st was World AIDS Day, as I'm sure many of you know. And I love this song by Kathy Fink that she wrote way back during the AIDS epidemic called Names. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. And so I wanted to sing it tonight. And it does make me think about, I think some of you know that during the AIDS epidemic in the 90s, I got a grant from the State of California Arts Council to do an artist in residency at the Shanti Project in San Francisco. Shanti was the first, I believe, organization to offer specific support to people with AIDS, and especially gay men. It was largely gay men at the time. And it was a really, really powerful experience for me, and a very growthful one, and began a long era in my life of being educated by life circumstances in how to be with those who are facing possible death. And it's made me able to be with my parents when they were dying and my sister when she was dying with much more grace and ease. So that too is a family thing, because how many families, how many young men had to come out to their families because they had a death-threatening illness? I mean, what a way to come out. And what kinds of healings happened, what kinds of healings didn't happen. So with all that, let's sing this song, Names. The chorus goes, and I know my name could be there, and I feel the pain and the fear, and this human love and passion do not make us all the same. We are counted not as numbers, but as names. And I see there's a typo there. It should be, and since human love and passion do not make us all the same. Let's sing it. And I know that my name could be there, and I feel the pain and the fear, and since human love and passion do not make us all the same, we are counted not as numbers, but as names. And this is of course inspired by the AIDS quilt, which was probably the first that I know of the idea of making quilts in honor of valuable beings. A patchwork of thousands of precious names. There must be someone that you know, woven together in a quilted frame, the names that the loved ones And since human love and passion do not make us all the same, we are counted not in numbers, but as names. We grieve for the lovers and the families, pray they'll meet again someday. But until that time, I will carry the flame. As their numbers grow, will not forget the names. And I know that my name could be there, and I feel the pain and the fear. And since human love and passion do not make us all the same, we are counted not as numbers, but as names. A lover, a carpenter, a father, a friend, a sister, a minister, a man. Each quilted piece holds a memory. Each memory helps us to go on. And I know my name could be there. And I feel the pain and the fear. And since human love and passion do not make us all the same, we are counted not as numbers, but as names. Since human love and passion do not make us all the same, we are counted not as numbers, but as names. Thank you. Ah, beautiful, beautiful song. And of course, oh my goodness, thinking of all the COVID deaths. I heard a very, very interesting radio person speaking on the radio who's a researcher out in Michigan, I think. And he said that the number of COVID deaths worldwide has vastly outnumbered the numbers of AIDS deaths. And AIDS, you know, the height of the crisis went on for many years, and COVID very quickly. And he had a lot of interesting things to say about why, but just that's where we are. That's what we're living with. Gosh, you know, we're going to 7:30 tonight. I hope you noticed that in the publicity. Usually Twilight and Lullabies is a little bit shorter, 7:15, but no better time to sing is usually 7:30, so I hope you can hang in there. So this is a really fun song that is part of that holiday parody thing, and I am not finding my lyrics. Boo, just a minute. I know where they are. I think I know where they are. Yeah, here we go. And it's called Solar Carol. It was written by my friends from Bright Morning Star, which are Charlie King, Marcia Taylor, I'm not going to remember all their names, George Fuljaniti Shakar, who was a wonderful, wonderful pianist and gay man, and who died just a few years ago of Parkinson's disease. And I think he wrote these words. I think he did, but we'll see. So it's to a tune, it's to a Christmas carol tune, Angels We Have Heard on High, and you may not know it, but it's got a chorus that is so much fun to sing. It's full of O's. Oh, it's so much fun. So you'll get the hang of this. Yeah, just sing as you wish. It's in your lyrics, in your new lyrics, which are in the chat. Okay, here we go. See the sun, how bright it shines on the nations, the earth, all who share this thing called life, celebrate each day's rebirth. Solar power, inexpensive energy. Solar power, inexpensive energy. Isn't that just just too clever. I mean, to even like, anyway, I won't go into it. I love the songwriting in this song. So here we go. Here's to you, Mother Sun, Brother River. Brother River, do you hear how the valley calls you down? Send your rushing waters near. Let the joyful hills resound. Solar power, inexpensive energy. Solar power, inexpensive energy. Sister wind we've heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plain, and the windmills in reply, echoing their glad refrain. Solar power, inexpensive energy. Solar power, inexpensive energy. And I am sending this song out today to Joe Manchin. Here we go. How we love complexity when the answer's rather plain. Join the sun in jubilee. Sing with us this joyous strain. Solar power, inexpensive energy. Solar power, inexpensive energy. And there's so many descants and harmonies. I hope you are finding them. We're going to do this one more time because I want to do some descants, and I'm going to assume you're going to either sing the melody or sing a harmony, but don't follow me unless you want to. Here we go. Ready? Solar power, inexpensive energy. Solar power, inexpensive energy. Yay! Oh, great, great, great song. All right, friends. Now I'm going to close up now, and I'm going to make a couple of announcements, and then there's something I want to talk about a little for a moment. Main announcement that I'm excited about is I'm going to have this big birthday bash. I'm at December 23rd, baby. And I got to tell you, when I was a kid, it was a mixed blessing because, thank you, Rachel, because it got lost in the Christmas bustle. And more than once, my mom forgot about my birthday until that morning. And then something in her would go, oh my God. And she would quickly wrap up a couple of my Christmas presents, make a cake, and I never knew. She only told me this later. But you know, it was a little tough, to be honest. As an adult, it's not such a big deal around presents or anything, but it's just really hard to have a party. It's hard to have a party on December 23rd or any time around December 23rd. And I'm a little bit sensitive about people not showing up. I take it a little personally, to be honest. You know, like and you know what I mean? How this is so childish, but I'm in a childish mood tonight. You know, the number of people who come to my party tells me exactly how loved I am, right? You know, like, oh, ouch, my heart. I have matured quite a bit since then, but still, I don't do parties anymore. But I'm having a big Zoom festival, and I'm inviting my favorite beloved guest artists. It's like a who's who of all the guest artists I've had on this program. And mostly they're my gift to you. And we're going to just sing for 2 hours. I will be in and out. I will do some things, I promise. Some of the artists are Reggie Harris, who some of you remember, wonderful, wonderful African-American singer from New York State. Melanie DeMore, of course. Emma's Revolution, Pat and Sandy. Who else? Oh, Judy Fiel. Linda Hirshhorn, Gary LaPoe, and I'm probably forgetting a couple, and I'm sorry, but that's you get the idea. It's going to be rich. So mark your calendars. December 23rd. It is a Thursday, but we start at 5:30 so that the East Coast artists can go to bed and aren't just like rubbing their eyes waiting to sing or whatever. So 5:30 p.m. the 23rd. You'll be getting lots of publicity about it. Spread the word. Use your social media. Let's get the word out. So that's exciting. I'm very excited about it. Other than that, just donations are totally welcome, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Always appreciate it very, very much if you can pop something into PayPal or pop me one of those great cards that you all send. Oh my gosh, I've got a whole stack of them. I won't show you, but anyway, I got a whole stack of them. They're wonderful. But I want to actually be serious right now for a minute. To say that I woke up this morning with quite a bit of darkness in my heart, and I realized as I tried to find what is this, what is sitting on your heart so heavily, that it was the Supreme Court process that's going on right now, and the potential, not guaranteed, but potential further loss of women's reproductive rights, bodily integrity, autonomy, and there are times when it just is really hard to see this, you know. And I know you all feel your own version of all this. And I just, I think about the words to the song we sang earlier on about the darkness and the monsters. And some mornings the monsters definitely loom before my eyes. And then I wonder, tell me that I'm big enough to face whatever comes. Like, what is big enough in the face of climate change? What is big enough in the face of a right-wing takeover of our country? And I think a lot of you know that I've become a doula, which is kind of a small, it's a small way of supporting women who have made tough choices. These young women have made tough choices to have a baby without much support. But I've also decided to become involved in supporting women who are having abortions. And there's a local group that I'm going to be volunteering with called Access Reproductive Rights. And Liz is going to put their web link in the chat. They have a volunteer program where we can help women who come in from out of town because they can't get an abortion in their county or in their state. And we can do things like housing. We can drive them to their appointment and be an emotional support as well. So I'm signing up to do that as well. And it's like, I don't know if that's big enough or not, but it's something. And I know it really helps to just do something, So yeah. So thank you for hearing me and holding me with that. And the donations tonight are going to go to Access Reproductive Rights. They're doing a big fundraiser right now. If you look at their website, you will see what they're doing. They're having a bake-off on next Thursday night where all the women who work there are going to have some kind of baking competition online. And so I'm going to go to that and watch that. But they're doing a couple of other things. So it's a great time to donate to them. So you can either donate to them directly, but if you want to just send me your donation, it's going to go to them. And that'll be a happy thing to do, won't it? All right, dears. So I've got one more reading and one more quick song for you. Take a breath after that. This is by John O'Donohue, and it's A Blessing for Beauty, and it's such a beautiful benediction. I just leave you with this and a very, very short song afterwards. May the beauty of your life become more visible to you, that you may glimpse your wild divinity. May the wonders of the earth call you forth from all your small secret prisons and set your feet free in the pastures of possibility. May the light of dawn anoint your eyes, that you may behold what a miracle a day is. May the liturgy of twilight shelter all your fears and darknesses within the circle of ease. May the angel of memory surprise you in bleak times with new gifts from the harvest of your vanished days. May you allow no dark hand to quench the candle of hope in your heart. May you discover a new generosity toward yourself and encourage yourself to engage your life as a great adventure. May the outside voices of fear and despair find no echo in you. And may you come to see your life as a quiet sacrament of service. May divine beauty bless you. And I know Liz is going to put the link to that in the chat as well, because people ask me, how can I get that poem? So sometimes I prepare, get it ready for you. Wow. Well, this has been, for me, just a very beautiful evening, and I'm so glad you joined me and made it possible. Yeah, thank you so much.
Fund Texas Choice.
Fund Texas. Okay, the other, yes, please put Fund Texas Choice, and that is the other support group in Texas that I've been supporting. And once I get trained in this volunteer capacity, I'm going to call them up and say, is there anything in Texas I can do for you all? And I will go to Texas if that's where there's a need. I might go to Mississippi if there's a need there. Not for a long time, but just, just pop in, do some stuff. So they're another great group to donate to, Fund Texas Choice. They give women money to travel where they need to travel, to get their care, stay in a hotel, get home. It's like just basic, So on that note, my friends, this song, we haven't sung it for a while. Bring light and the people will find the way. Bring light. So here we are in the dark. The light's going to come back, but we can bring the light. We are bringing the light. And if we bring enough light, the people will find our way. We will find our way, and we won't be kind of blinded or, whatever, obscured by the nonsense that's going on out there. So it goes like this. Bring light, and the people will find the way. Bring light, and the people will find the way. Bring light, and the people will find the way. The people will find the way, I do believe. Oh, Susan, what a good idea. Susan brought her candle into the screen. Anybody else who wants to, bring your light right up to the screen. It's just wonderful. Bring hope, and the people will find the way. Bring hope, and the people will find the way. Bring hope, and the people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Bring truth. Bring truth, and the people will find the way. Bring truth, and the people will find the way. Bring truth, and the people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Bring joy, and the people will find the way. Bring joy, people will find the way. Bring joy, and the people will find the way. The people will find the way, I do believe. So keep on bringing that light, bringing that joy. You bring me so much joy. Can't wait to see you on my birthday, and bring your friends, and thank you, and bring light. Here we go. Bring light, and the people will find the way. Bring